Good afternoon from a now sunny, was rainy, was hailstony.
Not Peterborough.
So as you can tell, I'm with lovely Carol and her husband who's hiding. You don't want to be on the camera, that's cool. So where are we? What's the city we're in?
Barnsley.
She said that really nice, didn't she? Barnsley. So myself and Kat, we've been invited up to Carol because we're on our way to see the grandkids and we're going to have a look around the garden. So come on Carol, talk us through. I'll follow you. So what we got here?
Carol's Pond.
Carol's Pond. And how big is this pond, Carol? Come on. Who's going to help her out here? How many thousand gallons in here?
929 gallons.
Is that roughly?
No, precisely.
Precisely. Why aren't your water blade working?
Because Graham's not turned it on.
Come on, Graham, turn your water blade on. Let's have a little look at this. And this is, we haven't seen the rest of the garden yet, but it's very, very neat and tidy. Lovely, manageable pond. Got some nice plants in there. I guess these aren't real, are they?
No.
These floaty things. How'd you got in with these skimmers?
Fine.
Yeah, it works a treat, does it?
It works a treat.
Nice,
yeah.
nice and easy, just in corner, just to lift out and give it a shake.
Yeah.
And you got a retro bottom drain in there? Or is it just an air dome?
2 air domes.
Oh, one there and one in the centre. Nice selection of fish there. Look at that. Have to come round and have a look at that water blade. It's alright Graham, I won't point the camera at you, don't worry. Got quite a lovely garden there, Carol. So we got some maintenance free lawn.
Yeah.
A nice little greenhouse. We got, you ain't got enough bird boxes. One's not enough. You need more bird boxes. And then what do you call this area? Is this to put your washing out?
Yeah.
Look at these for steps. Yorkshire stone or Indian sandstone?
Indian sandstone.
Yeah, it's exactly what we've got, but ours is a bit grubby at the moment. Have you got filters in?
Yeah.
In both?
No, just filters in.
Filter in one. Can't believe how neat this garden is. It's absolutely beautiful. Glad the sun comes out. What you got in there? Oh, you don't need to shift it all.
I had to put them in here because.
So you got a pod in there.
Yeah.
Lots of lovely sockets. Fairy pump. Oh, I've been looking for one of these thermometers. I can't get them anywhere. Really hard to get hold of. Unless I'm just bad at it. Then you've got an air pump.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got the UV type. And how easy is it to clean your pod?
Very easy.
Very easy. And what's in this? Is that a surprise?
It's a surprise.
Am I just being nosy?
Yeah.
Alright then. Alright, okay. All your medication, fish foods.
Yeah.
This is all neat and tidy. My goodness. Who's the neat and tidy person?
Me.
Right,
Well,
okay.
tried to be. Hoover.
You got your pond vac in there, your net.
That's the net that I.
We need to try and fish that fish out, don't we? Have a look at
And
that.
that's the other one.
We got another one in there.
Yeah.
Rightio.
And
That's
just,
lovely. It's all just so neat. Back to the pond. Got some lovely Oriental style temples. And then looks like I copied off Carol and Graham because I've just got one of them. Looking down the length of the pond.
Yeah, just going for it.
Then along the back fence, lovely planters.
Yeah.
You recognise this? It's so neat and tidy and pristine. It's nice when you see that the pond is part of the garden rather than the pond is the garden. And look at those views over there. My goodness. Many, many years since I've been to Barnsley. Go back to the pond.
No.
I'm just browsing, Carol.
Oh, okay. And that's the goldfish in question. Yep.
Seem to have an issue with the goldfish. It's got a mark on its pectoral fin. Is this the one?
Yep.
Right. I think just pointing at it's frightened it. You don't want to know. And a lovely pergola top. Nice cover, guttering, all nice and neat.
Because she'll do for it all up.
That's a tiny one down at the bottom.
The sherry?
Yeah.
That's the one that I got from Adam Bayer.
Okay, bit of a plug for Adam Bayer there.
It was very, very tiny when I got her.
Yeah.
And it has grown. But these coacos, they must have trebled.
Trebled in size.
Yeah, and shower.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Must be happy.
Beautiful.
But for a long time, the little one was just...
So we've just had a nice cup of tea, a big lump of cake with Carol. So thanks to Carol and Graham for inviting us up. Like I say, we're in Barnsley, we're going north to Leeds, and then hopefully might be catching another visit on the way home. We shall see. Anyway, we'll hold it there and catch you later. Thank you. So currently waiting for Kat to get a sausage sandwich and a cup of tea, but we've got someone who wants to be on telly. Whoa, what's your name? Lily. And where do you live, Lily? In your home. Your home is Leeds, isn't it? Okay. Yes, it is. You're in Leeds. Well, you're in Leeds now. So the idea is that we've come up to see our parents and we've managed to hug them for the first time since January. So say hello, parents.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see you.
Absolutely. And they all wanted to be on this Koi channel. So just a short segment just to say hello. Wave to the camera. Thank you. So good morning from a extremely windy, gusting at 60 kilometers per hour, rain like you've never seen. The roof is perfectly stable and holding water out. The what do they call it, flashing that I've used to go from the greenhouse to the top has almost been ripped clean off. The wind is that strong. The corner of the skirts have been ripped on this corner, and as you can see it's absolutely been battered, but it's holding. The interior of the pond, despite the rain, is absolutely bone dry. That was my biggest issue, but the temperature with the wind is about 11 degrees, so still too cold. We had a bit of an issue with the wildlife pond. Just going to the greenhouse where it's quieter. So we had an issue with the wildlife pond. I walked down there just before we went up to Leeds to see the grandkids, and I noticed 3 of the fish were up on the surface gasping. So I ran straight out and got a cheap Blagden standard air pump and fitted that, and we've been down and checked a couple of times this morning and they're absolutely fine. They're feeding, they're not gasping, so happy days with that. Inside the greenhouse I did have a concern about moving around the valves at ground level. I didn't want Kat or myself to trip over them at any time, and you probably know what I'm like with revamping stuff and rebuilding stuff. I wanted to make some kind of sturdy platform so I can actually get on and reach various shelves, or just get on and reach the air pumps without tripping up. Found an old manhole cover. I just put some legs on it, so this is now absolutely solid. So happy with that. Hope you enjoyed the video with Carol, Lysette and Graham when we visited their pond. I also spoke to Carol regarding microscopes. She was having 1 or 2 little issues, but hopefully that's sorted out. I've had several long text conversations, phone conversations and email conversations with, what's her name? Katrina Hodgson. Sorry Katrina, it took me a while. There's so much wind blowing through my head, I think my brains have been blown out. So Katrina Hodgson has a very large wildlife pond. I think it's about 20 feet in diameter, deepest point about 3 foot. Calculated to be about 5,000 gallons. Had an inordinate amount of problems with sludge in the base of the pond over a 12-year period, I think it was. So if you subscribe to Katrina, or don't subscribe to Katrina, let's get some encouragement for her to put up this wildlife pond, because I'm a big fan of wildlife pond. Get some videos out there. And I think she lives in Bristol, so anybody in the Bristol area that may well be able to offer some assistance if she should need it. I don't mind offering assistance, but I'm absolutely miles away. So hopefully she'll put some videos out or some more still photographs of her pond, because it sounds lovely. On top of that, we were persuaded to have the shower back up, and I'm glad we did, because it's going to be a good asset. Just over my shoulder. But when I actually put the shower on top of the stand, me being a bit short, couldn't actually reach, so I put a step up so I could see inside, which then encouraged me to keep the filter floss, which I was going to get rid of, and I shall use that. So I put a couple of bolts in, over engineered as normal, so a couple of bolts all the way through the brick wall to the step. I'll just show you the step, I'll follow you. So I can stand on here and easily reach the lid and get inside and change my filter floss. As you can see there, the flash is just about ready to go and end up blowing somewhere beyond this tree, but thankfully me and my mate did a sterling job waterproofing the cover. It might end up being part 3 with that. I'll just stop it there a second and get back to you. Right, I've got the garage key, so I'm in the garage. The pond oxygenator kit by Blagdon, I'll just show you that. Bought that from the garden centre in Leeds. You saw the videos for that. This is for a standard pond, so we're talking 2.4 metres by 1.1 by 75 deep. I think we all get spoilt with Evolution Aqua style air pumps because of the amount of air they can actually push out. In reality, the airflow here is 320 litres per hour, which is a lot lower than what we're used to. We're expecting, you know, water being boiled up and really giving it some. This is a bit timid in comparison. Does it work? Up to now, yes it does. Would I recommend it? There seems to be no problem with it, only for a standard pond. A small wildlife pond would be perfect. I'll go down back through the storm and just show you the effect in the wildlife pond. Then if you're considering buying one of these, you'll get an idea of what it's like. I'll follow you again back into the wind. When are we going to get a break with this weather? So there you have it. You've got plenty of bubbles coming through. There are no fish on the surface gasping, which is a good sign, and they have been feeding this morning. So this is a very, very temporary setup. The air pump is in there with a socket. We just wanted to make it waterproof, and then it's plugged in there. So hopefully that will make them happy. And the gentleman who stopped me in our area the other week, I believe he's called Stephen Mee, and Stephen had a pond some time back. Oh, excuse me a minute. Oh my goodness. So Stephen had a pond some time back. Personal circumstances changed. Now he doesn't have a pond, but he's confident that when these circumstances change again, he will have a pond. So big fingers crossed for you, Stephen, and nice that you said hello to myself and Kat while we were out for a walk. Right, we'll call it a draw there. As you know, Matt is still busy. I think he's down south somewhere at the moment, and hopefully he's safe and well. The weather up here, apart from it being dry, is extremely windy and cooler than probably what Matt requires. But hopefully we're going to get a 16-day heat wave. Whenever that is, we'll just have to pray to the weather gods. Anyway, in the meantime, I've had now my second jab, and I'm very happy about that. Hopefully you've had the first or second jab yourself. Stay safe, keep your family safe, look after your fish. Thank you for watching. Bye.